Well, I'm back. Today, conversation is about reparations. 20 years ago, I met Mr. Peoples, John Peoples, and he had a slave ship on a trailer, and it had the African Holocaust. We hooked up, and we went to a meeting in Compton College, and there were about 15 countries from Africa, plus there was a couple of people from South America, Guadeloupe, and somewhere else. One of the gentlemen was from Cameroon, and he said to me, he says, there's some beautiful houses up in Santa Barbara, and he says, I'd like to go up there. I said, well, I got a little truck and take two people and myself. And I'm one of them Americans that don't be trying to lie to nobody. I'm big time. I know everything. I got everything. I'm the best at everything. But I told him, I said, you put some gas in my truck and buy me lunch. We'll go up there. So we went up there to Santa Barbara and we drove around. They were, it's amazing with the houses up there in Santa Barbara. So that evening on the way back, I says, well, you come by my house and my wife would fix dinner or whatever. And being that she really energetic, so when I get there, I introduce my wife and to the two gentlemen. And so I said, "Honey, fix something." So she went there and fixed some chicken wings and some rice and stuff like that. And then we sat down and ate. And he said, "This is the same food we eat in Africa." Was it beautiful? So after they left, the brother from Guadeloupe called me a couple of times. I never heard back from the brother from Cameroon, but I was the way I was. So let's get to the reparation part. I've been listening to this ambassador, former ambassador to the African Union, Dr. O'Connor. I can't pronounce the other word, but you'll get the picture of it. And what she's saying about Africa is the same problem we have in America. We were brought here in the bottom of their boats. We worked for different people, and we still don't got nothing. These people came from Europe. They gave them free land. They gave them. They took the Oklahoma from the Indians and sent them on the road, and so it's a continuation of the same thing that's going on in Africa. But I made up my mind that I was going to start live the rest of my life telling my brothers and sisters about the situation. So, Mr. People, John People, he transitioned about 2 years or 3 years ago. Time goes by so fast. And he said, Anthony, I said, yeah. He said, make a small slave ship we can take into the high school. And I took it one day into the high school in Compton. And the teacher, he welcomed me. There's African American teachers and his assistant, and he had a class makeup of Hispanic, white, and black. But The black children stood in the back because they were ashamed. Because every time they turn on the TV and about Africa, it shows the worst of Africa, not the best, the worst. And I, as a Korean War veteran, I listened to President Obama a while ago speech in Kenya, and he's telling the Kenyans how come they ain't like the Koreans. Well, I'm gonna tell him why. We dumped all that money into Korea. The Korean people were Koreans, so they looked out for their people and all over the world. And when they came to the black neighborhoods, like everybody else, and did like they did in Africa, we don't got no stores. All we have is churches and liquor stores. And who don't like me saying it can go jump in the daggone lake? And it's the same situation. And then I listened to this ambassador, Akana, and she told about what France is doing, did in Africa. But then I go a step further. What happened to the Haitians? The Haitians defeated the British and the Americans. 12 years, the slaves of Haiti. Then France come back in 1919 and get reparations from from Haiti. So Haiti is always in a hole. And that's what she's saying. And boy, this is the time. If it never ever, this is the time. Because she's saying, and which I agree with her 100%, a road straight from South Africa to Egypt, continent of Africa. All Africa one. All the currency of Africa. And she explains, so if you think I'm lying, I beg my African brothers and sisters, watch the video. She is a doctor. She's a doctor in Tennessee. And they got rid of her in the African Union because she was telling it like it is. But this time, wherever we are, I don't say go and be in one group so they can come in and destroy us like they did in Tulsa. They did in North Carolina. Everywhere. It's a continuation. I'm not talking about hating nobody. I'm talking about what they do in order to control us. And all over the world. So I'm saying today, this is 25 or whatever, May. Next week, me, Anthony Morris, is going to put $500 in one United Bank. I need help. But once I put that 500, I want every black person in America put it in your name, $1 towards the African Family Village. Then when we get $1 million in that bank, we'll see what each is needed in all of the United States here. But we got to back up now. We got to back up this sister that's talking about making Africa one for Africa. So, I'm saying, still, I'm talking to seniors. I need your time, your talent, and your resources. What I mean, I'm saying it again, I'm going to be repetition about it. You as a senior, you have a house. You as a senior need help. Here is a homeless so-called person. But that homeless person, you make a space for them in your house. They become your helpmate. Then They will be under the African Family Village. That they won't come in your house and steal your resources or do any harm to you. And I need help. I want to get a council of elders. I don't have it all and know it all. But I'm saying with seniors. The other day they had a conference call from the super county, and everybody's talking about what they should do for the senior. And I'm constantly trying to get in, tell them I'm a senior. Why you don't listen to me? I went over to the phone company. I ain't having nothing but problem on my phone. I having nothing but this cable crap. Everybody wants money, but they don't. You keep going back and back. And then once I'm over there, they got the 6 feet rule. Okay, and first time I've been in the place, and it has one black person, and we have to make a stop of that. I go all over Los Angeles. I see all the people working, and none of them look like me. I was a general contractor for 22 years, and people, when they took me into court, automatically the judge gave the case to whoever took me into court, except for one. And why is that? Because of this. Because of this. And they took my license. So how am I supposed to make a living? Ain't nobody gonna hire me. So I started working, doing electric work. I was working for a gentleman named Don Cornsberry. And he had a bunch of apartments, a bunch of units and everything. And I made an agreement with him. Whenever he called me and I go to a place he tell me to go to, my $20 an hour started. I'm not greedy. I just was needy. So after I was doing a job in Beverly Hills, I looked up the hill and I just felt funny. A young man helping me, and another thing I think hurt me is because I asked these guys. I didn't want them to know everything as much as I did, but at least use your head. And I got on the job and I seen the guy didn't even know how to up from down. So that kind of wore on me. But anyway, as we come out onto Sunset Boulevard, we were supposed to go right, but we went left. That's going towards the valley. So I realized we're going the wrong way. So I said, I got out and let him drive. I said, come on, go the other way. But he was timid. See, I'm a driver. I used to drive yellow cab in this town, 1959, 1960. So anyway, we get a block from Kaiser Sunset. I blanked out. But I came around, and then when I went into the ER, hell, they looked at me, all big, healthy black man, ain't nothing wrong with him. Got in there, and they were trying to find my veins, which was hard to find my veins. And I remember them hitting me with the paddle, and then I got them to the room, and that's when they started going in my heart and whatnot. And they went into my heart one time, and it didn't work. So they took me to Good Samaritan the next day. So my wife and my baby, my daughter, not my baby, no, my next daughter, took me to Good Samaritan at 1 o'clock. They took me into the operating room at 1, and when I come out there at 7 o'clock that night, but they still, I was with guys at the time, and they said you're always gonna have heart trouble. And what it is, my heart, it boom, boom, and boom, boom. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm still here. That was in 2002. The God I serve don't kill nobody and bear false witness. I had that 22 acres of land up in the high desert. I wanted to build an African family village. Take our boys and nobody want around them. We were going to buy land, build. Once we built, some we'll keep, some we'll sell. We would teach them how to take care of their responsibility of when they make a baby, they stay with that woman and raise that baby instead of going all over around and making babies and don't stand up for them. But I had people come to me. I'm gonna be honest. That's me. My MO is honesty. Are you a Christian? Hell no. I'm a spiritual person. See? And so right now, like I said, next week I'm gonna put $500 in the bank, one United Bank, and I'm gonna let them know what I'm putting it in here for. And and see, I belong to another, but anyway, my baby daughter said, "Daddy, don't let nobody know you got." And I give a damn about if somebody want to kill me for $1. I'm not no millionaire. I'm a person where you can take a little bit at a little time and you can make a lot. And I am also my grandsons, which I'm really concerned about. I tell them what I'm doing. And I said, anybody listen to my podcast, all I say to them, listen to Africa. Listen to Africa. The reason why I'm on fire is also for all these years, we didn't never, I'm glad I was miseducated. Really. I'm so glad I was because it gave me a mind to think like I want to think. If you over here and this guy ain't got nothing when you get there, and 100 years later he still ain't got nothing, there's something wrong with that picture. And it just like uh, I tell it like it is. I was raised in Brooklyn. My father come to this country in 1919, and he marries my mother in 1925, and he raised us 10 children. And out of 10, 4 of us went into the army. My brother Russell, my brother Pedro, and my sister Shahrazad, and me, Jamal, Anthony Jamal Morris. And why did we all go to the army? The army was the way out of the ghetto. And and this is why I went to Korea, and I love the people of Korea. And whenever I go into a store here in Los Angeles, I identify myself by saying Adi dong, adi dong, adi o, adi dong kokero no maganda, torra si torra, chim chim. That's all I know. But anyway, any brother, sister, know a easy African song that'll be identified all over Africa, give me the words and I'll sing that in my podcast. And also, I went to Japan and stayed there for 5 days. And I learned the song in the 5 days I was there. She did not know Yoro. She not know Yoro. Minato no wakari, Murasaki no Yoro, no Yoro. Moo. One at New Year's, me and my wife went to Japan down, and we went in a restaurant right there on First and San Pedro, and we had the best times of our life. But I'm gonna be all over the place talking about us doing the right thing. And this sister Akana, you can pull her up on YouTube. Then, if you want to know the story, the true story, there's another sister named Zaneb Bowden, a Buddha, something I can't pronounce it. But she's from Sudan, and she brings the timeline. How did we get to where we got, and how they when they put the Suez Canal through there, and Yemen, the place that they killed all them children and them people, destroying that land, and I watch it on TV and just you get Novocaine. But anyway, just remember, slavery was a crime against humanity, and is yesterday, today, and forever. You say to me, why? That was what we were out there on the streets. Now, young people, and he was like a homeless type of brother, and he was there for reparations, and that's how I got him and really involved in the reparation. And we would go around these churches, and they come out there. They didn't want us around their churches because they don't want us to know the truth about what's happening. But thank you very much for listening to me.